Morning, guys. So, I got something weighing on my mind, and I've been watching, of course, a bunch of videos for training and things like that. And I know a lot of us are going through a lot of things emotionally, um, where we've been, and different things like that. I'm having a very emotional morning. Um, a lot of you may not know my story, and so I'm gonna share with you a little bit of my story and my reason why. And I'm hoping that this helps push you guys and to realize that anything is possible when you put your mind to it. So, just to recap real quick on one of my other videos, I started in sales when I was 19. I actually graduated high school, and 2 days later, I graduated from nursing school as well. I took an ROP class in high school, and when I graduated, I also had my CNA license. So I immediately went to work as a CNA, and my goal was to become an RN. When I was younger, someone in my life pushed me extremely hard to be in the medical field, and I thought it was something I wanted. I'm a very caring person. I kind of wear my heart on my sleeve. I've been hurt a lot in my life, and so I thought that I could help make other people's lives better. But what ended up happening was that I would take a lot of my burdens home with me. I lost a couple patients. There was family members that didn't come visit the people that were in the nursing home, and I just couldn't understand, why people would do something like that. So anyway, so I quit that job 8 months in and decided I don't want to be in nursing anymore because people don't care that are in that field. A lot of them don't care. And I was 19 years old. I didn't know how to separate the difference, how not to bring my work home with me. So I just quit. I went into sales, selling Kirby vacuum cleaners. And that didn't pan out. I was there for like a week. And then I went into a bunch of other things, Cutco, makeup, so on and so forth. And I've been in something probably every other year since I was 19, and I'm now 34. So there have been a few spans that were a little longer, but basically I've tried everything in the book. In 2013, well, let me back up a little bit. In 2010, we lost the house that we purchased in 2005. We had a foreclosure, and we had to do a bankruptcy. We were living in my father-in-law's house, which was 800 square feet, with 5 dogs, little chihuahuas, and my stepson and Stacy, and then of course her dad when he was home. It was a very tough situation. We were there for 3 months. It was a blessing that he let us stay there, especially with all of our dogs, but it was tough. If anybody's ever had to do that, you understand how tough it is. In 2011, in April, we ended up, because it was the end of 2010 that we lost the house. 2011 in April, we finally closed escrow on a house that my father-in-law helped us buy, because obviously we couldn't get anything. We couldn't purchase anything. And we started living in this house. In 2013, we decided to start trying to get pregnant. And April 24th, it was April 24th, I found out that I was pregnant with Skylar. At 14 weeks pregnant, I was already dilating, and they diagnosed me with an incompetent cervix. They did the medical procedure to keep her in, but then at 19 weeks and 6 days, sorry, the medical procedure failed because it ripped out, and I ended up in the hospital, and the Trendelenburg position, which was in August, which is this month. The Trendelenburg position is basically a 30-degree angle where your head is down and your feet are up. It's very hard on your body. We fought hard. We fought very, very hard. At 20 weeks and 6 days, exactly 7 days later, my water broke. Actually, my water broke a couple days sooner, but we delivered her at 20 weeks and 6 days. So I just say that she was 21 weeks. And that was one of the hardest things we ever had to go through in our lives. We've lost a lot of people in our lives, but that was definitely one of the toughest. I haven't lost any parents or anything, but and I'm sure that's going to be tough as well. But then the aftermath came of critics saying that I didn't do everything that I could, that basically I was in charge of my daughter's life, our daughter's life, and I messed up. And it put me into a really bad tailspin for a while. I took it out on everybody around me. Stacy was very gung-ho about trying again, and I was scared to death. But I wanted more than anything to be a mom. So we tried again 3 months later, December 1st, a day before Stacy's birthday. We found out that we were pregnant with our little boy Tyler, and we had the medical procedure done right away at 11 weeks. At 18 weeks, he was already head down, and I was contracting. I begged my doctor, actually demanded my doctor, put me on bed rest at home in a hospital bed so I could be in the Trendelenburg position again, and be put on a medication that would stop or slow down the contractions and relax my uterus. At 26 weeks and 3 days, I started having really bad contractions, and Stacy ran me to the hospital. They got them stopped, and they sent me home. By the next morning, the contractions were back, and they were stronger. By 1 o'clock that afternoon, Shauna took me to the hospital, and my water broke exactly 18 minutes after I got to the hospital, from what they told me. There was no stopping Tyler from coming. And it was 26 weeks and 4 days. So you guys, I'm not saying this to have a pity party. I'm not saying this for you to be like, oh, poor you. I'm not saying all that, you know. I'm telling you my story. We all have hardships. We all have those moments. Tyler was in the NICU for 11 weeks. He had, I want to say it was 3 blood transfusions. He had a list of medications that the nurses wrote down for me so I could put him in his baby book that was unreal. He had a hard time eating at one point, and they had to take him off of everything and run an IV in his little foot to deliver the TPN and nutrition and things like that. There was 2.5 weeks where we couldn't see him because we were sick. I cried many times leaving him there, because I wanted to be with him. But guys, we came out stronger, and he's here fighting, and he's just the most amazing little boy. I mean, I just love preemies. I love them because they have such a fight. They're so strong. And I look at him and I just think if he could go through what he went through, then I can fight for him. And I can live for him. And I can make his life better with this business. It doesn't make the pain go away of losing Skylar. But, which is why I'm so emotional today. But he has helped me heal. He's helped both of us heal. Because all we ever wanted for the longest time was to have a child. And it was a lot of work. It was a lot of planning. There was a lot of things that went into it. It wasn't just like, oh, we're pregnant. Well, we can't just, be pregnant, I guess some of you may not know, but I have a wife, and we've been together for since 2013. Or I'm sorry, 2003, not 2013, 2003. So I've been together 12 years now. But there's a lot of planning that goes into things that, take time and that are worth it, and this business is worth it. This business is not going to take its time and just one day magically explode if you're not working it. We all need to work together as a team. We all need to reach our goals together as a team. One person cannot run 10 businesses. It's not possible. I mean, if you even look at the McDonald's out there, they're franchised out. They have managers that run them. Not one person can run 10 businesses. Not one person can run 20 businesses. Not one person can run 200. I mean, there are people above us that have 200, 300, 400 people on their team. Those are all independent businesses. They can help us from time to time, but we have to put in the work. We have to come above and rise from the ashes, if you want to say, from what has happened in our lives, where we have been, what is going on in our minds, and post. You're not talking to these people on the phone 99% of the time. So how do they know if you're sitting there crying, if you're emotional one day, but you're writing to them, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. Like, we can fake it till we make it, I truly am excited for them. I'm just in an emotional state right now. And I probably will be until September. And that's just what happens. It's just the way that it goes. They say that the second year is the hardest because that's when they, should be toddlers and doing all kinds of fun stuff. And you think about all that. So, they say that the 2-year mark is probably the hardest. And then the 5-year mark and then the 10-year mark and so on and so forth. So, this is something I'll go through for the rest of my life, but it doesn't mean that I need to crumble and fall and stay in bed and hide from the world. I did it. I hid from the world. I pushed everybody away. Some need to be pushed away that were negative in my life, but others I should have held close. And the people in this business, they care about us. They care about us making it. Some may come across to you as frustrated or pushing you too hard or things like that, but it's because they care, you guys. We care. We know what can happen. We know what kind of money can be made. We know what it would do for your families and what it would do for you and your self-esteem, or give you the freedom to do what you need to do to take care of your children, to be there for your parents as they grow old. I don't know, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you whatever the reason is you join this business, okay? What is your reason? What is your why? Yeah, we all want money. But that why is not going to get you to where you need to be. There are heartfelt whys. That heartfelt why for me is giving our son the best future. Whether it's a savings account for him, college, Disneyland trips as a family, and then we also have my stepson as well. And my daughter-in-law is in the business. But if we're making it more than they are, and they need help, my goal was to be able to help them as well. My son, Mikey, had his cooler go out, and Shauna was burning up. It was like May or June. And I didn't have the $700 to give him to get a new one. I didn't have it. And we feel like, we should be able to help our kids. They're just starting out. They have a family. They're making ends meet, but something goes wrong and there's $700 that they don't have. And I couldn't give it to them. And all I wanted to do was be able to say, which cooler do you need? I don't care how much it costs. Which one is it that you need? I mean, the one that he needed was more than that. You guys, what this business will be able to do, if anything like that ever happened in the future and they needed us, I would be able to say, here's $1,000, here's $2,000. Just go take care of your family, whatever it is that you need. We all want nicer things. But what are your whys for getting into this business? My other why is hopefully one day to retire Stacy. She wants to stay until she's 20 years invested. At least. And that's fine with me. She's only been in the railroad 12 years. So if she wants to stick it out and keep going, that's perfectly fine. That just builds our savings. I don't have an issue with that. But one day I'd like to be able to say, let's just go on vacation and not worry about money. Take off 2 weeks, 3 weeks worth of work, and let's just go. Let's just go. If and when she's ready to retire, then she can. She can make that decision. I guess my point here, guys, and I know I'm reaching the long minute mark here, and I know that it's been an emotional recording, but the bottom line is, where did you start from? Where are you starting from? Take a look around. Is there improvements that you would like in your life? Do you want a house that's warmer for your kids? Do you want a vehicle that's safer for your family? Do you want a nice car for yourself? Do you want to be able to retire? Do you want a stable financial future for your family? I mean, one of my other goals was just to help out my family if they needed help, I don't know. It's just there's so many things that the possibilities are limitless. There are no limits. You're placing limits on yourself. And you need to break out of that and know that no matter what you have been through, this is possible. One day we'll have our dream home. The home that we're in is amazing. It's bigger than the one that we had. And cheaper. But one day we'll have our dream home. Maybe we'll live on the water or who knows? I don't know. We don't even know exactly what we want yet, but it will happen when we see it, Put those dreams down on paper. Put them up where you can see them every single day. I don't care if you have to stick them to your refrigerator. Mine are in my kitchen. You want to see? Mine are in my kitchen. So when I go into the kitchen every single day, I can see them. Because, of course, I'm in the kitchen every single day. And I'm in here cooking for my son every single day. And making dinner and so on and so forth. So I have it right here, you guys. And this one right here, if you can see it, this one, it's almost checked off my list. I have an SUV now that I'm in love with, but in 3 years, I know I'm going to upgrade when that lease is up, and I'm going to get something with all the bells and whistles. I'm going to be able to take $50,000 cash in and say, I want that one. You know? Vacations, houses, possibilities, bonuses, savings account, pay off credit cards. I mean, what are your goals? What are your goals? Don't mind my messy kitchen. I've been too busy being on the phone trying to get customers yesterday for follow-up Friday. You guys, seriously, I don't know what else I can say to you to push you and help you. You know, you have to get out of your own head, put it down on paper, and say, I'm going to do this. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to do this. Okay? Well, sounds like he's up, so he's getting mad. You want to say good morning to baby, and then I'll let you guys go. Hey! Good morning to Tyler! Oh, what's wrong with you this morning? Hey, Tina, say good morning. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. You not gonna say bye-bye? He's teething really bad, guys. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I hope you enjoy your day. Get out there, start pushing, start planting those seeds. If we don't have customers join right away, keep your goal and your vision of what it is that you want in mind. Write those customers' names down and follow up with them. Follow up with them. Follow up with them. Follow up with them every 2 weeks. And just say, hey, how's it going? Hey, girl, are you ready to start? Whatever the case may be. Okay, you guys, just get out there. Just talk to people. Just post. Simple. Post. Okay? And then write those people back that are liking your stuff. Start watching some more of Jade's videos because she's just been helping me so much with my wording. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye.